What's up, guys? We are in Florida cave country, and we're going to be doing a review of the Orca Torch. This is the D710V Underwater video light. Just to show you what comes in the box, it comes with this nice padded carrying case, zipper, and of course the Orca Torch logo on the front. Inside you will find the battery, charging cord, which is a type C, 3 spare O-rings, the light itself, and of course you have the ball joint bracket that you can use to secure the light onto whatever camera rig you're using. You've got the lanyard, and of course you have your user guides, product information, that kind of stuff, and your warranty card. Let's see. I'm not going to bore you with all the technical specs. Let's go dive this thing. We're going to go to Orange Grove today and do a little bit of video showcase. And we'll talk about some of the specs while we're doing that. So here you can see I'm using my primary dive light inside of the cave, and you can tell it's just got a narrow angle and it's kind of washed out in the center there from the white hot light. It's dark edges around the center, but as soon as I pull out the Orca Torch and I start using it, it's got a 120 degree wide angle beam. This is actually one of the light settings. There are 4 light settings on this, and we'll go into that. But this is the high white light, and it puts out at 2000 lumens for 90 minutes. That's just a showcase of how simple this thing is to operate. Now we're in the low white light setting, which is 600 lumens, and that should have a runtime of about 185 minutes. So you can see, like I said, how much more you've got, just a larger angle of light. Now this is the red light function, and this was really cool to use in the cave. I've never had a red light in the cave before, so it was just different to see things in that color. And this is the UV setting, and there's more on that, but it puts out at 2.5 lumens and has a runtime of about 400 minutes. So at this setting. So as we move further into the cave, we can see I'm using this as the high white light setting, and we switch it to the red just to showcase again how just changing the color will change the image, of course. And it was pretty eerie to go through the cave with the red setting. This was one of my favorite features about the light. So this is the UV setting. This is actually a fossil that's embedded into the limestone, and when I turn the UV setting on, it makes the fossil, glow, which was really awesome to see in the cave. And not to mention, of course, the line arrow and everything that glows in the dark on the UV setting. So this is the titanium alloy switch button, and it's really simple to use. You can see it's got a green LED, and that's your battery indicator. So that green light means that it's above 40% battery. Red light would mean it's anywhere from 10% to 40% battery power. And if it was red and flashing, you've got less than 10% battery. So it's a really neat feature, and it's very user-friendly, very intuitive. So as we move through the cave, like I said, it's just, you can tell the difference in the quality of video you're getting because you're using an actual video light. If I were using my primary light in this would be a mostly dark image with one spot of washed out white light, whereas now you're getting the full picture, and you can see how far back this light's able to reach. And so like I said too, with using the different settings, it just makes things so much more interesting to see things in a different light than you would normally see them. So you'll see in a moment that we're going to turn the red light on, and it looks like you've just entered the gates of hell or something. It's like I said, it was really eerie to use that setting in a cave like that, but it was also really, really cool, just to kind of open up that that realm. And as you can see with the UV light, it actually makes the limestone in the spots where there's fossils or there's scrapes and whatnot, it actually makes that glow. And you can see when I pointed at the ground, you can see little bits of fluorescent stuff, which in a moment you'll see if you were just using a white light, you would not be able to see that. So we turn the white light on and there's nothing. This is another great feature. I really enjoyed using the light to set up different shots and images. You could use this to kind of set up your lighting and see how you like it. It also adds another layer of eeriness to the whole Grim Reaper sign. And yeah, really enjoyed diving this light. It was wonderful. So yeah, that was a really fun dive, and enjoyed the whole thing, just using it. Like I said, I've never used different colors of light inside of a cave before, and the UV light was one of my favorite settings. I could stay in the cave all day on that UV light because it made the fossils pop. I tried my hardest to find one of the albino crayfish that live inside of those caves, because I knew if I could hit it with that UV, it would just glow. And that was a really fun setting. I loved the red light. The red light, like I said, it gave a very different air to diving inside of a cave. I could see how it would be a really good feature to use for night diving. And also for, setting up shots. Sometimes you just want to, set up some shots so you can use the red light because it's a lower lumen setting and it gives you more battery life. And you can use that to kind of see what the image might look like, as far as the lighting setup. And then whenever you're ready to take the shot, then you can switch it to whatever setting you want to use, whether it be the high white or the low white setting. So that was a really fun feature also. And just the quality, the durability, the cost effectiveness of the light, the fact that it's waterproof up to 150 meters, it just is an all-around great dive light. I'm definitely going to buy another one of those and to keep it with me. And then that way I can have two of them with me on each dive. I can set up different angles of lighting. It's going to be great. So I would highly recommend these. I've bought several Orca Torch products and I've loved all of them. So that's my review for the Orca Torch D710V.